star of the show, the stars tonight, are Cameron and Maddie. And we love you guys so much, and we're so proud of you. And it's an honor for all of us to be here on your special day. God bless you guys. Thank you. Let's hear it for Cameron and Maddie.
So alive, so alive, so alive, so alive. Oh, so alive, so alive, so alive, so alive.
We have gathered here today to celebrate the union of Cameron and Maddie. A marriage ceremony represents one of the greatest commitments. Marriage is a mighty endeavor. It inspires our deepest motivation when the happiness of another person is essential to our own happiness.
From the moment we locked eyes till you placed your heart in mine.
When Maddie was a small child, she come to our farm in Oklahoma. She was afraid of every bug. She wouldn't touch a cow, wouldn't touch a horse. And now I see a completely different individual because of this guy. And I appreciate that.
If I had to narrow down a few words to describe her, it would be selfless, sweet, and that she has a heart of gold. From the moment I met her, and still to this day, I have this feeling of needing to protect her at all costs. Something about her huge, genuine heart that I feel needs some extra protecting. I want to make sure she's around good people, that she's happy, she feels appreciated, she's being loved like she loves, and that she isn't doing so much for other people that she forgets to take care of herself.
Maddie, Madison, Maddie girl, Mad Dog. You look so beautiful today, honey. It takes my breath away. You have such a gentle spirit. You're compassionate and kind to everyone you know. You're incredibly thoughtful and generous, and you have a great sense of humor. Sometimes, when I need a good laugh, I watch your TikToks.
Growing up in Iowa, we didn't really have any neighbors. We kind of lived off in the middle of nowhere. So Cameron and I were essentially forced to be best friends. He was never very gifted in the wrestling and fighting department. As the bigger sister, I volunteered to give him a healthy amount of beatdowns. All out of love, of course. All out of love. As his only sibling, it was my duty to protect him, which was easy when it came to protecting his heart. Maddie, you've won me over. You were the missing puzzle piece for Cameron and for our entire family.
Maddie McAdoos. When I first met you, I never thought I would write these words or that name, but now I can't imagine it any other way.
Cameron, when I was 19 years old, I wrote a letter to God praying for my future husband. I prayed for a man who is known for his heart, for a strong, loving, gentle, intentional, motivated, and motivating man. I prayed for you. I love how silly we can be together. I love how you make me coffee every morning, even though you know I'm only gonna have a couple sips. I know you're going to be the best husband because you are my calm when I spin myself out 99% of the time. You give me strength and you make my world stand still.
Thank you for your endless love and commitment to us. It's the most important thing in my life. Thank you for always supporting my dreams with no doubts, even when it can become very difficult and trying. I never knew I could love and care for someone nearly as much as I do you, but now I would want it no other way.
So take my hand and walk with me. We'll weather every storm and sea. We'll build a life upon these wild.
Maddie, when you and your sisters were little, I always thought the most difficult thing I would do as your dad was to give you away at your weddings. Today was not difficult. We are honored and blessed. Here's to Cameron and Maddie on this special day.
So take my hand and walk with me. We'll weather every storm and sea. We'll build a life upon these wild dreams.
As I stand here today with my best friend, I promise to grow old with you, and I promise to love and cherish you for the rest of my life. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be your wife. I'll love you forever.
I love you more than anything, Maddie. You're my beautiful wife. P.S. My new favorite line is let me check with the wife first. I love you.
Cameron didn't talk about girls like other guys do, and in fact, anytime he did, it was only because I brought it up. In my head, I knew that when the right one came along, he would change his mind on that.
Cameron started mentioning this girl he's been talking to, Maddie. I took it with a grain of salt because he'd never mentioned girls more than a couple of times. Within a few weeks, he told me, she's the one. I love this girl and I'm not afraid to admit it. Within days of being around her and around them as a couple, I could see the love that they had for each other. The way that he looked at her was something that I'd never seen before. The way that they cared for each other made me realize that they had it all figured out. They had found their soulmates.
Before he met Maddie, dirt bikes, training, and his family came first, not a girl. Well, I got my way and Cameron flew to Florida. Instantly after that trip, Maddie knew she had found the man that would love every piece of her, and Cameron found out that he had some wiggle room in his priorities to work my girl in.
You were the missing puzzle piece for Cameron and for our entire family. I promise to watch over you like I have for him his entire life. I will always take your side when you need it, and I'll never stop threatening to give you both an ass whooping when you're arguing.
And now today, it's an absolute honor to see your flowers blooming. I'm so honored to know you do, and I love you.
Enjoy this next chapter of life and ride this thing until the wheels fall off. I love you guys with all my heart.
Cameron, I love you, bud. You've always been a headstrong, focused, kind-hearted, people-pleasing, loving soul. When you met Maddie, to me, very little changed. That's how I knew you had found the right person to expand and build your life with. Never forget the love that brought you two here today. Love you guys.
By the power vested in me by God, church, and the state of California, I pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Family and friends, I present you Mr. and Mrs. Cameron McAdoos.